magic to...
She's teaching you what? That little witch. Lord bless and protect me. If I had known Miss Dean was a bride of Satan, and corrupting you too, I should have done things differently.
It's only magic. To give me a better way in life.
Saoirse Murphy, you stay your tongue. After all the Marquess did in letting you stay, you bring that into the house.
Me? He's the one who brought it. He and his friend. We had no say. I'm just making the best of it. The Marquis did nothing for me, but let my child be taken, which I could have stopped. If I knew half of what these people know.
That's the devil tempting you, child.
More than the Lord's ever done for me.
May I be of service?
I need nothing.
Certain.
You're not supposed to be here. Back the way you came, all right?
Of course. I think I got lost, is all.
No harm, just be on your way. Mr. Ward, how...
good and to Yes, the land and family records are bad. deliberately so.
Oh.
The 61 and 71 censuses were destroyed by the government.
Why was such a thing done?
I can't say. Perhaps to downplay the damage done by the famines.
You know, less than 10 years ago, we also had a monarchy running things. There is another way.
Miss, this might be a conversation best had elsewhere.
More question?
Well, I thought this might be useful to you, miss. It's research of the O'Connor family. I notice it bears the same crest as your brooch.
What? But this is... There's so much detail here. Where did you get this?
It's Miss Quinn's work. She's been researching the O'Connor family for a ritual she wants to conduct. The woman she's focused on, a Biddy Eve O'Connor, had a son who emigrated. I was hoping you would check the date of his departure against that of your father.
Yes, they line up. But his name is Seamus O'Connor, not Shay. A cousin, maybe.
Hang on, I can't believe I didn't make the connection before now. But Shay is often used as a shorthand for Seamus.
So I have been looking for the wrong name?
It is possible. Or we may have the wrong man altogether.
So, this doesn't mean...
No, it does not. But Miss Quinn says her ritual is a matter of life and death, and that she requires an item from that family, which, it turns out, may be your family. My hope is that the brooch came from her mother. So, do you think she might borrow that brooch of yours for her purpose? If she is right, it would not only help her, but also confirm we have the right man.
Then how can I refuse? Come, let us find the Queen woman.
Thank you, Miss Barbosa. This could well save the lives of the last people that truly matter to me.
I do not understand how being in a bathroom with two strangers is helping, but I'm eager to learn.
And I appreciate it. All right. One more time. Hear me, Biddy Eve O'Connor. I call you from beyond the grave. Hear me, child of the family you damned. Hear me, so that we may bury all this grief.
Santo Cristo, fantasma.
Are you Biddy Eve O'Connor? The same Biddy Eve O'Connor that cursed Fionn Quinn and his descendants? Good. My name is Quarantine Quinn. I am of the third generation of the Quinn family since Fionn Quinn, and now one of the three of us that remain. It is myself and my two sisters. The people that wronged you, and they did wrong you, I will not deny it. They're long since dead by your curse. My ancestors sinned against you, but we did not. For the sake of my life, for my dear sisters' lives, I implore you to release us from your curse. Would you consider this? Now the man who hurt you so is dead. Excellent. All right. Let me think. Do you require your bones to be laid to rest?
What does that mean?
If too many candles blow out, the ritual will be over, spent, and I will have lost my chance. My family will be doomed.
Oh.
Do you have some unfinished business here that I could see to on your behalf?
How many candles are too many?
I don't know, but I don't like the chances. The spell is already failing. I don't think it will survive another wrong question, another extinguished candle.
What did your ancestors do to deserve all this?
They betrayed their fellow Catholics to the crown, and then they took the land. Oh, maybe.
Biddy O'Connor, you would have me relinquish my claim on that land, the money from it. She... Oh, why didn't I see it? Miss Barbosa, Inez, would you accept the Quinn lands and the money we made from it?
What?
It was ill-got. It shouldn't be ours. And if it will satisfy Biddy O'Connor for her descendant to have it, will you take it? Please.
You are serious? Yes. I will accept it.
Biddy Eve O'Connor, from the bottom of my heart, I offer you my deepest apologies for all the wrong done to you. And my promise, the Quinn fortune will go to Inez Barbosa. She can do with it as she likes. I will relinquish every acre and every penny of it immediately. This I swear to you on my honor and my life. And if that's all that need be said, then I bid you goodbye, Biddy O'Connor, and thank you. May you rest in peace. Come, Miss Barbosa. We'll go to the telegraph room and send word to my lawyers so they can get the paperwork in order.
Lead the way, I suppose.
You'll be needed too, Mr. Ward. To witness. Come along, would you?
I know this is a seance, but I did not expect to see a ghost quite so close. And for her to be my grandmother.
Yes. I am sure it is a lot to take in. But look, that hardly matters now. I'm going to write to my solicitor and have him prepare everything for you. All we will need then is to get the deeds to you. Now, you sign here to prove you accepted them. Then you here, Mr. Ward, as witness.
So you are serious? It was not a lie to trick the spirit.
Well, completely and utterly serious, Miss Barbosa. One does not trick ghosts and come off the better for it.
Inês. Just call me Inês. All this? It's hard to comprehend.
Well, you have the rest of your life to get your head around it, Inez. And now, so do I. And if I am to call you that, then you must call me Quarantine. I've always hated Miss Quinn.
If you say so, Quarantine. Plenty of time to get familiar now, yes?
Isn't there just? But you know, I think I am done with summoning the damned. I'm going to skip the seance and do something I've not done for some time. Think about the future.
Very good. And I now have my father's real name. Seamus O'Connor. As much as I value the lands and wealth, that is the real treasure in all of this. More questions? Well, yes, that's about it. And I think that appears to be going well for me, yes? Still, I have learned much about the summoning of ghosts, and I have my father's name now. Do you think I could see him somehow?
I have...
Sure.
Mr. Ward.
Miss Barbosa is after a photograph of her late father.
Do you know how I might be able to get something like that?
You're looking for spirit photography there. And it just so happens, I might well be able to help you. I will need her father's name to summon him for the photograph.
I have it already. His name was Seamus Shea O'Connor.
Seamus O'Connor? All right then. Why don't we find Miss Barbosa and go get set up? Now, you need to hold still. Very still, if you would.
Mm-hmm.
I think it turned out quite well. How do you like it?
I love it.
It's generally understood that the clearer an image one attains, and the closer the spirit is to the subject, the more present they are. Which is to say, your father seems to be watching over you.
Oh, thank you for this. Really.
You're most welcome, Miss Barbosa. Sincerely. I'll develop another copy for you, just in case something happens to the first one.
You don't have to do that.
Nonsense. It's no trouble. I'll get it to you just as soon as I'm able. Your father's name, I take it he was Irish?
He was. That's how I came to be here.
And how do you find it now you're here?
It would be hard to explain how much this magic house has done for me this day. And now that I have this image, I feel no desire to attend this seance. What a strange relief that gives me.
Mr. Varley is covering up Miss Dean's disappearance. I should find and confront him about this. The kidnapped person is Mr. O'Finn. And he was intended to be kidnapped. Just not in this manner. But the kidnapper seemingly panicked when Mr. O'Finn mentioned recognizing them from some time in their past. And so they rushed up their plans and took him at the ball, while everyone else was distracted. But before this happened, the Bonnie appeared. She seeks grief from death, but she quickly moved on from the kidnapper. What does this tell me about the culprit? If the Bonnie turned away from him, it would be because there was no grief to sustain her. So anyone who was feeling grief from the loss of a loved one couldn't be the kidnapper. I have picked up another fact about the culprit. I wonder if there's anyone I could eliminate as a result. And if not, what investigating can I do to allow me to learn some useful facts about the suspects?
May I be of service, Mr. Yes, I regret to say it, but you're right. Do not get me wrong, I am concerned for Miss Dean, but I have done what I can, and still cannot find her.
Sir, you have not done what you could. You hid her disappearance. If you'd alerted the police, then a proper search of this place could have been undertaken. Something may well have happened, or happened to her yet, because of your meddling.
You're right, of course. This place, this hotel, it's not just a business. For the staff, it is our home. This seance, the Marquess's obsession, and the money spent. We need this event to go well, or we are homeless. And if Miss Dean's situation had gotten out, we would most assuredly be in trouble. But there might be another way, one that frees us from the fate of this seance. You see, there are rumors of treasure somewhere on the estate, a cachet of gold from the mid to late 1600s. Grania, the wife of the original Marquess Edward Blake, she did not choose to be with him. She had hoarded a sum of money, intending to use it to escape her husband. She stabbed him in his sleep, but he awoke and managed to live long enough to kill her. They died together, and the treasure has not since been found. If that's true, and that stash of gold is somewhere on the grounds, then finding it might just be enough to save the hotel. I've had no luck, obviously, but you might be able to find it.
It's certainly possible. If that will stop you from hindering this investigation, then I will see if I can help.
Take this. It was found in what remained of the lady's personal belongings, but I've never discovered what it unlocks. It's not much, but it's a start.
Mr. Ward, you need to... Cursed. If you're trying to dissuade me, you will need to choose more than the hysteria of... You are serious.
I'm afraid so.
The thing hasn't left my mind since I first discovered every moment I am awake. Even when I am not, I think of that vase. And always, always, I hear a song in the back of my head I have never heard before. I wrote it down, though I do not know what for. Here, do you see? I am not myself. And yet it seems so important. Not just obsession, then. I will not be subject to such a thing. Will you help me? Will you find and destroy it? Normally, I would not condone the destruction of something so ancient. But such a thing should never have survived this long. And take the music too, in case it helps you. If you find the artifact, Mr. Ward, you must break it. Leave nothing but powder and dust.
There will not be any sound, mind you. It's more like looking through a mirror.
Of course, I understand. I don't mind that. It'll be good just to see them.
You have to concentrate. Let your mind go quiet and focus on who you want to see. Yes, exactly like that. Who is that? Your mother?
My aunt. And my nephew beside her.
They look well. And they're all the way in Louisiana.
They are. The journey is a long one. It's been a while since I've seen them, and a while more until I can see them again.
Of course. It's such a long way. I don't envy you, being so far from home.
It is different here, and a little lonely. But it's not without good company. If I think of someone else, will we see them?
If you focus well enough, give it a try. Oh, look at that. You're a natural. Ah, Declan. Aren't you fierce good coming back to see me?
I'll let you go.
You take care now, Declan.
I found this. Does it help? I'll take that as a yes. Ashes to ashes. Is that it, miss? It must be. Ashes to ashes. Do you mean your urn? Unless... Mr. Dupre means to transfer his friend's soul into Evelyn Dean's body. I should find and confront him about this. That's me. Why does Mrs. Joyce have this? I recognize that building. That fire. Once the fire took, it spread rapidly. Fire teams were deployed swiftly, but they could do little to fight back the flames. The fire was eventually stopped by the reliable Irish rain, but not before 23 lives were lost, including 2 firemen. This is reporting on the Sheriff Street fire. My last job as station officer. The tenements were overcrowded and under-maintained. The landlord, one Rupert Dean, was living in London and willfully ignorant of their status. Officer Ward, whose brother Eamon was one of the lost men, retired soon thereafter and turned his attentions to investigating living spaces for safety conditions. He challenged many proprietors in the courts to improve conditions, including Rupert Dean, the owner of the initial tenement in which Eamon Ward died. After leading a number of investigations on this front, he has gained a reputation as a working man's champion. A newspaper from back home. What is this doing all the way over here? It's dated the 5th of March, 1897. That's around the time of... Someone here was looking into me. But why? The missing money. Did someone on the staff hire me to find Miss Dean?
Well, that'd be myself, Mr. Ward.
Mrs. Joyce?
I was starting to worry you wouldn't figure it out, Detective. Now come out of there, would you?
You're the one who hired me.
I'm glad my faith in you wasn't misplaced, sir. Mantovani and her wretched seance were bound to get someone hurt sooner or later. Without the means to look into what happened to the girl myself, there's not much I can do. But it's not right, sir, for no one to do anything at all. I can't do much myself, you know, but I can get the staff to help you. They're a bit strange in their own ways, but none of them would do a thing like this. Come with me, sir. We'll talk to them. I knew he would find out. He's not just anybody, you know. They write about him in the papers.
Might have told us earlier you'd have someone poking around here.
Well, it's done now. And it's better that we have someone to look for the Dean girl. It's always been eerie around here. I don't like the idea of someone lost about the place.
Quite right. Which is why I have us Mr. Ward here. Someone at this event must be responsible for whatever's happened to Miss Dean. So we'd all best be helpful to him.
Look, at the ball last night, another guess was taken. I gave chase through some catacombs, but I lost him in the hedge maze. Mr. O'Finn's kidnapper is likely the same person responsible for Miss Dean's disappearance. They must have a good knowledge of the house and its grounds. So who else other than yourselves would know the grounds that well?
There can't be many. Only the Marquess and the young master know the place. But the master likes to keep it to himself.
We haven't seen him for a long time.
He doesn't leave his room. Not after the accident.
And there is nobody else.
I see.
Fact of the matter is, sir, and I won't say anything much about it, as I don't want to speak ill of the Marquess or the Master, but you ought to go and take a look around the private residence, considering it all. It'd be where I'd start. You won't be able to get in without the proper key, though. And the Marquess has the only copy. He intends to hand it to me before the silent dinner so I can bring the young master his meal. Once I've done that, I'll pass it to you. Go to the silent dinner at 8 p.m. That's where I'll get it to you. You'll need to act fast to be done by the seance at 9.
Thank you, Mrs. Joyce. I will.
Mr. Ward, how are you? That's about it. This whole event is bad news. That Dean woman is worse. There's nothing I wouldn't do for Ivy, you know. A spell to keep her safe is nothing at all. And it's not like it'll do Miss Dean any harm. I've no interest in that. Not once Ivy is fine and well. But there's only so much I can do. If you're looking into everyone's business, look, you make sure Ivy is safe again and I'll break my charm. You have my word. Just make sure whatever effect is being put on Ivy is lifted, and I'll lift mine on Miss Dean. If Miss Dean has bound Ivy's vision in some way, then she'll have to have put the components for it somewhere. That's how binding works. Same as with my charm and the chimney. I took this key from her one day, when she was out horse riding. It looks like it belongs to the manor, but I don't recognize it. Might it unlock something in those catacombs you mentioned? You'll have better luck than me, I'd wager.
Hello again.
Mr. Doyle seems to have forgotten that he originally came here under Father Sinnett's command. I should find and confront him about this.
Hello again, sir. What? Oh, God. It's all coming back to me now. Oh, I do work for Sinnett. Or I did. I came and took the old porter's job when he was let go for misconduct. When was that? A year ago? I don't really know. The last few months are hazy. I was to map the grounds, find the Eon, and bring Sinnett here to free it from its prison. Things are foggy here. I forgot all this. I don't think it was the drink, drugs, or even Miss Dean that did that. I was using all that to cover up the confusion. Confusion caused by this place. This place was protecting itself from me, from Sinnett. Not sure why talking to you has brought it all back, but I'm glad that it has.
And what now?
Yeah, what now? I don't care about that old life. Doesn't feel like mine anymore. But I don't want this life either. I was thinking of going away, but something's been stopping me. But not anymore. Now I can move on from all this. Once I get my pay for this weekend, I'm leaving to see the world. Shove that seance. I'm not going. And tell Father Sinnett that I'm sorry, but he's on his own.
It seems like the staff are in some kind of half-trance. They seem compos mentis until interrogated about the Blake family, at which time they have a shared, almost catatonic stock response. What does this episode teach me? That can't be confirmed based on their... Since the housekeeper hired me, that rules her out. Why bring in an investigator to stop your own scheme? Their speaking in unison means either all the staff are involved or none of them are. As if fake, they all had to be faking it. And so if she is ruled out, they all must be. I have picked up another fact about the culprit. I wonder if there's anyone I could eliminate as a result. And if not, what...
sir?
Ollie.
Oh.
If you'll excuse me.
Of course. Mr. Ward.
I found some documents Miss Dean had on Miss MacLeod and Mrs. Lau after using the key you gave me for the catacombs. Do you make anything of that?
Knew that Dean woman was trouble. We should bring this to Ivy and Mrs. Lau.
For all that trouble, I suppose you really did not imagine we'd ever just get our hands on everything to be able to just burn it away. But that's all of it, isn't it? There's nothing else.
That's everything.
Oh, I could cry.
No need for that now, lass. You're all right. Oh, but you do like to make me worry, don't you?
I'm just making sure you haven't lost your touch. Oh, but Dara, I'm sorry.
Sorry? You haven't a thing to be sorry about. But let's keep you two out of any more trouble, eh? Well, while that sight of yours is coming back, love, both of you keep these with you. They'll keep you safe during that seance. I have a bad feeling about that one.
Thank you, Mr. Hunter. You're very good to us.
And there's not much I wouldn't do for Ivy, Mrs. Lau. And now she's a grown woman. I trust her to know what's best for her. So you'd best not prove her wrong in that. You understand?
Dara!
Of course, Mr. Hunter. And Mr. Ward, too. You really do both have my thanks. One day, I hope to repay you.
Oh, certainly. If there's anything you ever need.
But, Ivy, I do have to talk to you. I need to apologize. You should know everything.
I'd better get back to my duties. I'll leave you be.
Yes, I think myself and Victoria have a lot to discuss now. Thank you both for your help.
There are several distinct in the first cycle, the stories of the third cycle, and finally, these are.
Yes, my child.
Father Sinnott believes he can save humanity here. I should find and confront him about this.
Yes, my child. If you have worked all that out, then you understand, yes?
I believe I do.
You know what lies deep beneath this complex, and what needs to be done. Good, good. For the mind is willing, but the body is weak. I was unsure I could do this alone. But no, we cannot discuss this here. Come to my room. I have no idea how an Aeon came to be trapped under this complex, but nothing else explains all the strange behavior here. Ghosts? What are ghosts? A breaking of the fundamental rules of the universe. Time marches on, entropy moves forward, life becomes death. But here, it is riddled with ghosts and other aberrations. Why? Because the Aeon's presence warps reality around it. Think, child. It is a being of pure creation, absolute power. Why then can't it leave? Why indeed? It must be trapped. Trapped, like us, in the black iron prison. Perhaps by the demiurge itself. Whatever the reason, we must free it. And I know how. Many good believers died to help me bring this magic up from the cold, dark depths of the Eisressenwelt caverns. The night I read about the caverns' discovery, caverns of ice found so out of place in Austria, I had a fever dream. Miles inside its interior, I saw an altar of ice. The answer, I knew, was there. We left at once, but it took months of digging, climbing, and searching to find the frozen shrine, buried far beyond what von Postlett-Zorich had discovered of the caves. It was not so grand now, having melted after who knows how long. But there I found it. Behold! The Aeon Killing Sigil! Worry not, child. I see the look in your eye, the fear of killing such a being. But you can only kill its mortal shell, that which is used to anchor it to this place. In truth, all you will do is set it free. And once freed, it will return to Monad and tell them of this place, this realm of rotten debauchery. Once the true God knows of us and our plight in this prison, and of our dedication and kindness in freeing its Aeon, it will come, it will save us, and we will be free.
Why are you telling me this? Showing me this?
I am not sure I have much left in me. At all. And now, Seamus is gone. You know of the Aeon, the prison, our condemnation here. And now you have the sigil. Perhaps you can succeed where Seamus and I have failed. Go, child. Find the Aeon and free it. Free us all. No. If you could excuse me. I am so tired. I do not think I have this evening's seance in me.
May I be of service, Mr.
Mr. Varley, it appears you were right about that lost cash.
Let's discuss this further in my office. I can't believe it. I'd hoped it really existed, of course, but I owe you a great debt, Mr. Ward.
I wouldn't want to put another one on you. I think you've had your fair share. I believe you've been given the blessings of the woman who hid the money too. I think now you just need to put it to good use.
I most certainly will. Thank you, sincerely.
And, Mr. Varley?
Sir?
Never risk another guest's life. Not for any reason. Because I will find out. And I will have this place shut down.
Understood. Now, if you would excuse me, I have plans to make. Perhaps I best work while the seance happens, to take advantage of the Marquess being distracted. Everything should be in order already anyway.
I'll leave you.
Oh,
We meet again, Mr.
seen your work.
That's all.
Of course.